Hi again, hi. Continuing these practices to develop our self-compassion towards our own self, then there is a beautiful practice that's one of the heart-based practices that we follow in the Buddhist tradition, known as metta, which is a Pali, which is the old Buddhist language word, meaning friendliness or goodwill. And often we're not friendly to ourselves, and sometimes our heart can close to others, which can actually make it really difficult when we're struggling ourselves, because the heart isn't open to life's experience, both good and bad. So it's known as metta, M-E-T-T-A, or loving kindness as a practice. And it's a practice that I follow every day. So I'm going to do a shortened practice so that you can experience this and what it feels like to send messages of goodwill to a loved one and then to yourself. So start by finding a comfortable posture, really feeling the weight of your body against whatever surface you're resting on, maybe a bed or a stool, maybe a chair. And if you can, just allowing the body to be in this moment, to be here now. Allowing whatever surface you're resting on to take the weight, feeling the muscles and bones and skin just softening, just as if you were just about to fall asleep. But maintaining that awakeness in the spine. So if you are seated in a chair, seeing if you can have that uprightness in your posture. And then if you choose to, maybe adopting a soft gaze, maybe closing the eyelids mindfully and slowly. And then as you're focusing on your breathing in and out through the heart space. And we don't want to do any forcing here in this practice. The heart is filled with ancient wisdom and goodness. And sometimes I find the metta practice comes easier than others, and that's why we call it a practice. So what we're doing in this practice is we're sending wishes of goodwill from our heart to another. The Dalai Lama says that metta is the wish that all beings are happy. So bring to mind someone whom it's easy to send wishes of goodwill. Maybe occasionally through your day you think of this friend or family member, maybe this person in your life that you know where your heart immediately softens and feels open. And if you can't think of a person, then maybe an animal. Often animals give us that softening heart experience, that they just melt us the moment we see them. And then bringing them into the mind's eye. And then sending them wishes of goodwill, of loving kindness. And we often use expressions saying, may you. So may you be well, May you be happy. May you live a life of ease. May you feel loved. May you be well. May you be happy. May you live a life of ease. May you feel loved. What does it feel like when you send these messages? And not forcing anything, but just noticing in the body, maybe even the mind. Any changes, maybe anything opening, anything contracting, anything softening. We know from prayer studies that praying for somebody enhances their recovery. So sending metta to people is something that ripples out into the world. And then bringing yourself into this circle of loving kindness. Visualising yourself with your loved one or the pet, the friend. And offering yourself the same wishes of loving kindness. May I be well. May I be happy. May I live a life of ease. I know I am loved. Allowing these goodwill messages to drop into your system. Not forcing, just allowing. Reminding ourselves that loving kindness as a practice will actually help us with anxiety and depression. It will help us meet our moments of difficulty. May I be well. May I be happy. May I live a life of ease. May I know I'm loved. Observing what it's like to offer yourself messages of loving kindness. We're cultivating the quality of friendliness to ourselves. And then remembering that all beings have a wish to be happy. So bringing all beings into this circle of loving kindness. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings live a life of ease. May all beings know they are loved. Making a note of what it feels like in this practice of loving kindness, of metta. And then bringing awareness to the body resting on the chair. Taking a complete breath, so breathing in with awareness and breathing out with awareness, and then mindfully and slowly opening your eyelids, returning to the room. If you found it easier to send loving kindness to your friend or to all beings, and more challenging to offer yourself these messages of goodwill, then you're not unusual. It's a common thing in this practice. It seems odd. But actually, if our practice of loving kindness doesn't include ourselves, then it isn't yet complete. We need to open our hearts to ourselves to be able to fully open our hearts to life and all others. So as a practice, it's a practice that we don't have to do formally seated. You could be standing in the queue at the supermarket. You can be driving your car. You can be sitting in a traffic jam in your car. You can be walking the dog. You can be answering the door to a delivery person. You can be passing a neighbour. And just saying to yourself, may you be well, my friend. May you be happy. And as you're walking, maybe as your feet are gently touching the floor, with every step, say, may I be well. May I be happy. And as a practice, it's about opening our hearts. So trusting in the wisdom of the ancients, that this is a practice, eventually the heart opens and the words drop in. And then when you're in a moment of suffering, you can again offer yourself, may I be well, may I be happy, May I remain positive. May I remember I'm loved. And you can use the words that work for you and send yourself loving kindness, just like maybe when you send a birthday card or a greetings card to somebody. You tailor the words. So it's worth sticking with this as a practice and remembering that they're goodwill wishes that we can send to anyone. And especially if somebody's upset, so in a traffic jam or in a shop or in a restaurant where maybe the person is getting agitated, placing a gentle hand on the heart. May you be well. Can remind us during our moments when we're agitated or anxious or frustrated to do the same thing. May I be well. May I be happy. Thanks for your practice today. Go well.